and welcome to the first ever broadcast of Soden Bowl Game of the Week. I am the Alpha Hill 7. Here with me is the commissioner and the founder of Soden Bowl, Sean Soden. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys? How you doing, Alpha? Looking forward to a good matchup today.
Absolutely. You got to be excited. This is the first ever live broadcast. Are we ready to go? Are you feeling the jitters? Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready, man. This is a good matchup. Two really good teams.
You went silent there.
Can you hear me now, Alpha?
I can hear you better now. Yeah, sorry about that.
There we go. Yeah, no, this should be a great matchup. These are two really good teams.
You're cutting out again.
Am I okay now?
Yeah, you're okay now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just YouTube's going crazy or something.
Yeah. No, this is a great matchup, man. Two really good teams.
I think so too. And again, I don't know a lot about these users, but they both have really high ranked teams and teams that can win now. So that's what intrigues me the most. Knowing who we're going over and who were, the two owners. Tell me a little bit about them. Tell me what you know about them and what to look out for.
Well, these are two long-standing owners. Jared, really, really good owner. Doesn't get a lot of what to look out for. So the best thing I can say about Crow is he's a well-balanced owner. D. Ellis is really good at building a roster. Traditionally, he's been teams that just have been talent, kind of lackluster talent, I guess you'd say. Now he's actually got a pretty good team in Atlanta. I'm to see what he can do with these Falcons.
Yeah, and again, we look at both teams and we look at both of these owners, and they, obviously the Falcons have a great passing team, but they also got a good running game as well. The Eagles probably have the best roster on the game. What intrigues me the most is that looking at this Eagles roster, their pass rush. Their pass rush is absolutely monstrous. They probably have the best pass rush on the game right out of the box. So that's going to be something to look forward to with me. We're only minutes away from this game. So what I want to do is I want to talk about a couple players. Let's talk about a couple players to watch. For me, I want you to start. Let's go ahead and get you started. Who are you looking out for in this game?
Well, I've got to take the Boston College quarterback. I got 64% completion percentage last year, 4,000 yards passing. I mean, he only threw 20 touchdowns, but just 12 interceptions, a QB rating of 64.9. This guy's money. So you put him in D. Ellis's hands, and watch out. I think he's going to put up some good numbers with Matt Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. And Matt Ryan didn't have the best season last year. He had obviously a better 2016 season when he took him to the Super Bowl, but he did have a great season. So that's going to be something to look out for. See if he can kind of rebound from that. And, because he's got some more weapons now. They went first round pick. They went after obviously a great caliber receiver in Calvin Ridley. So that's going to be something to look forward to as well. So, yeah, that's great. For me, I want to look out for a player here. I want to look on the other side of the ball at the same position, and I want to look at Carson Wentz. This guy really impressed me last year. He had a huge season before he went down with that gruesome knee injury. Obviously, Nick Foles came in and won the Super Bowl for him, but this guy, can he rebound? He's still young. He's not even hit his prime yet. He's got some great receivers, and they actually won a tight end early in their draft. So this is going to be something fun for me to watch as well. These two high-caliber quarterbacks, what they can do with what they can do with the ball. I really think that it's going to be the quarterback that turns over the least to win this game. What else do you want us to watch out for here, Sean?
Well, let's not forget some of these weapons. The Eagles have all sorts of really good weapons in the passing game, good offensive line, and like you said, they've got that defense. I'm really interested to see which defense, like you said, can step up and create a turnover I think the team that turns it over less wins this game, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, and obviously we had talked about this before. If you look at the way that they,
You get dirty.
if you look at the way that they really
clean.
have their, sorry, I'm sitting here thinking about something else here, but if you look at the way that they have their pass rusher set up with Philadelphia, I mean, again, they added Michael Bennett. They got some of those older names. They got Derek Barnett. I think that that's going to be something to look forward on the Eagles side. Can they get that pass rush? Can they get to Matt Ryan? Because he's great at just getting rid of the ball and having that release. So that's going to be something to watch out for. And with, obviously the other side here, I like to see the Falcons with Deion Jones. Deion Jones, a great young linebacker. He's one of those guys that can just kind of hover the field and make plays on the ball. And they've got good secondary as well. They don't have quite the type of pass rush that the Eagles do, but they still got a great defense. I still think that they can really bounce from this and force some turnovers and force this young quarterback to make some decisions, bats and decisions. Again, this is our first live broadcast, so bear with us. We're still getting this going here. Anything else you want to add to this? It doesn't look like they've taken the field yet. It looks like that we're still waiting on that. So just any type of anything you want to talk about?
Well, I think the running backs, too, are going to be a bit of an X factor here. I know Philly's got Falcons have a few good running backs themselves. I think Ridley, like you said, in the slot's going to be huge for Atlanta, how he can use them. But it's really hard to say. These teams are so evenly matched on the offensive side of the football. It's going to come down to user skills, which user can just have the best game. Kind of the way Madden's supposed to be played, if you ask me.
Yeah, we had just talked about that. One thing that the guy Houston talked about in the chat. Is there anything you want to talk about with some of the other games that have been played? Anything that you've seen to kind of stick out with some of the games that have already been played?
Well, we had a couple owners who were on vacation, so 2 of those games were against CPU teams. So that's a tough one to kind of hammer home. But again, we saw the Chargers owner. I mean, he absolutely was dominating. One guy that sticks out to me is the Chicago Bears. He played the Green Bay Packers, and that Packers owner has been on fire last year. Big Mike, he's a great owner, and the Chicago Bears absolutely took it to him. They put 40 points up on Green Bay. That's amazing. We're going to have to keep an eye on the Bears.
Yeah, that was very impressive. And that, the coach there is really smart football-wise. I had actually talked to him after the game. He was kind of disappointed in the way his offensive played, but he was really excited about his defense and some of the young players on that, especially Roquan Smith and some of the other players like Leonard Floyd. So, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how they kind of manage that. I'm very excited to see that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that Bears team just looks simply impressive. I'm really interested to see the and the Dolphins game. I want to see how that one plays out because the Dolphins and money in the preseason. I don't think anybody's come close to beating him. So I'm really interested to see how he does with that team.
And you said he's really good from what I hear. I mean, like I said, I do apologize because I don't know a lot of these owners. So a lot of these owners are still new to me. I am excited though to see, what kind of transpires from this, to find out how the way people play. Obviously we may have to replace owners here and there, just like any league will, but I'm really impressed. I want to see how well both of these, how this league kind of transpires. So with that said, I don't want to cut you off or anything, but we are live. So we are going down to the field. So any last thoughts before we start this game? Anything to look for?
Home field advantage, Philly. I got to take Philly in this game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to roll with you. I think the defending champs playing the first game in their home after getting those rings, I don't think they're going to have any rust. I think that they're going to win this game. I'm going 30-17.
Ooh, I think it's going to be a little low scoring. I'm going to say 24-17 Eagles.
And here we go. They bring it out to the 26-yard line. It's going to be very interesting to see how the Falcons manage to kind of quiet this crowd down. They're going to want to start early.
Yeah, pretty decent return. Good field position here. I mean, they got extra yard rather than taking the knee. Yeah, we'll see.
Absolutely. Oh, look, he only got a couple yards on that play. Actually, he lost a yard on that play. So, 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, I like that pressure. Good penetration on the right side of the D-line.
So, this puts them in a 2nd and long situation. Looks like they're going to come out with 3 wide receiver sets. Looks like the Eagles are only going to set 3 defensive linemen on the line here. Play action. And Ryan goes down. Nice blitz there by Sidney Jones.
Yeah, that's a good play call by Jared Crow.
And it puts him into a 3rd and long situation. If you're the offensive coordinator, are you going to just kind of maybe run a draw here? Or are you going to try to get this 1st down, especially this early in the game?
Play it safe, my friend. You're going against the Eagles defense.
Still an early game. Great point. So they come out here in shotgun formation. Matt Ryan's back. Has a little bit of time, throws it short to Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley puts a move on it, almost gets that 1st down. He does get tackled. They're going to be about 7 yards short that it's going to force the punt.
I love the play call. One broken tackle away from.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like it's going to go into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. They are going to start 1st and 10 at their own 20.
That's a 70-yard punt.
That was a great punt there.
All right, what do you think we're going to see from the Eagles here on their 1st drive?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're going to have to start to get the momentum going here. As you can see, they're actually coming out in a 3 tight end set. So it'll be interesting to see if they're going to run the ball or maybe pass to Zach Ertz. Ooh. Jay Ajayi gets slapped. Incomplete pass, so it brings up a 2nd and 10 situation at their own 20.
Yeah, great closure. You notice he switched to that guy at the end. Pass, good play by Ellis.
Yeah, and if that corner could have made a little bit faster reaction there, he may have had that interception for a pick 6.
Oh, that would have been huge.
So 2nd and 10.
I think he needs to play it safe here. I think he needs to play it safe here, run the football.
A draw play right up the middle. Ajayi goes nowhere. Tackle for a -1 on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 11. It looks like that they brought the house on that play. So it didn't look like this draw was kind of a bad call there. They were actually waiting for that run up the middle.
Yeah, they sure were. That was a good defensive play.
So it brings up 3rd and 11 at their own 19. Neither offense thus far has been able to move the ball effectively.
Yeah, I wonder if this is a kind of a preview of things to come here.
3rd and 11, all the time in the world for Carson Wentz. Wentz gets it out to Sproles. Sproles is going to be a couple yards short of that 1st down. So it looks like they're going to punt the ball now.
I think both teams just kind of feeling around, playing it safe here. It's a good play. That was so close to being a 1st down.
And so far, it's been all field possession and defense here in the 1st quarter. Looks like that the Falcons are going to get a chance to run it. Telvin Coleman finds a spot, jukes the 1st defender, gets tackled at his own 32-yard line, bringing Matt Ryan out for his 2nd possession of the ball game.
I think Atlanta's got to open it up a little bit here. One thing I do want to wins in this game. I think that may play a factor in the kicking game.
So they come out in shotgun formation with trips on one side. Play action again. Matt Ryan throws it. Oh, I thought Hooper had it for a second, but he drops the ball, so it brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's a bad drop by Hooper. He needs to make that catch. He was open.
So far, the Falcons have been ineffective on offense. It brings up 2nd and 10, and they're going in shotgun again. Looks like 3 wide receivers and a tight end. This
Right him out.
Do run the ball. Coleman gets up, gets 2 yards on the carry, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 if you're the offensive coordinator, we talked about this on the last third, but the last one was obviously 3rd and 22. What do you do? Are you going to try to go maybe a drag or a comeback or what?
No, I'm going to throw a screen here if I can.
Looks like they're spreading out the Eagles defense again. Eagles coming out in a dime formation. Matt Ryan back. All the time in the world. No pass rush on that. Gets it to Sanu. Sanu is short. That's going to bring up a 4th down again. So again, Falcons have to punt the ball. What do you think about this defense so far?
Very, very good closing on the defense. Sanu had a chance to get the first, and just good closure on that defense.
Absolutely. And because of the win, they're able to punt it out of the end zone. I would have liked to see them try to pin them on that situation, but they do bring out, now this is the second drive for the Eagles. They come out, Carson Wentz trying to make something happen here.
I like that. Kick it out of the end zone. You got Darren Sproles here. Don't give him a chance.
Looks like they're going to come in an I formation, twin set. Carson Wentz tosses the ball to Ajayi. Ajayi looks like he's got some space. Spin move doesn't work, and he's down. But he does pick up 6 yards on the carry, so it's going to put him in 2nd and short situation here.
Outstanding block on the outside by that wide receiver.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
So it brings up 2nd and 4. Looks like they got 2 tight ends, 2 wide receiver set here. No fullback. Carson Wentz, stretch play to Ajayi. Ajayi gets knocked down for a 2-yard loss, putting them into a 3rd and 6 situation. Neither team has been able to move the ball thus far in this ball game.
Yeah, great defense.
And they were actually ready for that run play.
Yeah, this is a huge 3rd down here.
Huge 3rd down, but their defense has played lights out. They're coming under, Wentz is under center. 2 tight end set. Aguilar's in motion. Wentz steps back, all the time in the world. Gets a drag route to Aguilar. Aguilar gets up to the 40-yard line where he is tackled out of bounds. 1st down and 10, the first down of the game, and there's only 2 more minutes left in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Aguilar. Did you see him shake a little? Fooled that user.
I did. I saw that. So this actually brings up a 1st down and 10 on their own 40. 2 tight end set again. Looks like they get it to Ajayi with the counterplay. He fumbles the ball. Deion Jones, who we talked about in the pregame, picks it up. Huge turnover by the Falcons. Deion Jones recovers that. Now, do you think that's something that they should review? Actually, they are reviewing this.
They are, but I don't think Ajayi ever saw him.
It is overturned. Huge reversal for that. Ajayi escapes.
He got lucky on that one. That was close.
He did. Now, but it does put him in a 2nd and long situation here. It looks like the Falcons, looks like they're going to send the house. 2 tight end set again for the Eagles. They have been running this, especially with the rookie Goddard. Over the middle to Ertz. Ertz gets the 1st down. He is at midfield at the 49-yard line. Great pass play, great presence. Falcons blitz. Go all-out blitz on that one, and it make them pay for that.
That's a perfect play. Forget about the fumble. Never happened. Great play.
So it puts a 1st and 10. Carson Wentz slowly being able to move the ball here. 44 seconds left in the 1st quarter. These high score predictions we had may be out the window here. Carson steps back. Comeback route to Jeffrey. Jeffrey gets the 1st down at the 34-yard line. They are in business. They are in the Falcons territory now.
Yeah, you know, the Eagles didn't get too many preseason games in right now.
And that could prove costly for them. They are going to have to put some more pressure on Wentz. Wentz has all the time in the world thus far. Looks like with 12 seconds left, they're going to be able to get the playoff here. They're in shotgun formation. Wentz is letting the clock run down. with 1 second left, gets the Sproles. Sproles goes up the middle. Nice little chunk there. Gets about 3 yards, and that is our first quarter. How do you feel about this ball game thus far?
It's starting to open up. It seemed like it was a defensive battle at the beginning, but I think the...
All right, so Wentz is under center with that. It looks like that they really like this 2 tight end set, this ace formation here. Aguilar again in formation, gets it to Aguilar on the reverse. Aguilar in space, gets the first down, and he is at the 23-yard line. Great play call there. Aguilar again with the play, gets the first down.
Great block again on the outside from that receiver.
And they are in business, 23 on the 23-yard line. They have the win at their back. That's what they were waiting for. Carson again. The Eagles come out in this ace formation. The Falcons have yet to have an answer for this. Gets the ball to Ajayi. Ajayi gets taken down by Brooks Reed. Gets about 1 yard on the play.
That's a good open field tackle.
Yes, it is. So it brings up a 2nd and 9 situation. 7:13 left in the ball game.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
So it comes up in the ace formation. Jeffrey this time in motion. Play action. All the time in the world, Jeffrey gets the ball for the touchdown. The defender left his coverage, and it left him all alone for the touchdown. Great reception there.
Great read by Crow. That was a brilliant throw.
And they are up 7-0 in this ball game. Great drive by the Eagles, who could have easily given that up if that fumble would have stand. But here we are, 7-0. Eagles kicking the ball out of the end zone. Falcons start this third drive on their own 25, not being able to move the ball. What do you do in this situation?
The pressure is going to be huge on the Falcons. He just can't. Touchdown game right now.
For some reason, they are not able to get Julio Jones in this ball game. They come out in a 2 tight end set. Run the ball up the middle, but it looked like the Eagles were ready for that. Great tackle, only 2 yards on the play, but it does put them into a 2nd and 8 situation here.
Yeah, this is a tough call here on 2nd down. They've got to start getting.
So it looks like again they come out in a 2 tight end set, 2 tight ends on the left side there. Play action. Eagles get through. Nice spin move. Almost gets the first down. Matt Ryan, great pass. Great reception by Antonio Gates, the free agent pickup there. Spins out of the tackle, almost gets the first down. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 situation here.
Wow, Gates looked young on that one, didn't he?
He did. Looked like he was straight out of college. So it looks like they're coming out with a near I-pro formation. Over the middle, gets one of his favorite targets, Austin Hooper. Hooper out, gets to midfield. Great pass play. Now they're in business. It looked like the Eagles had brought the house, thinking that could have been a run there, but the drag over the middle proves to be a good play call there. So they come out in shotgun formation here, 3 wide on the left side and the tight end on the right. So it looks like Matt Ryan gets it to Calvin Ridley, the rookie out of Alabama, making his first catch of the ball game. 1st down and 10.
That's his first career reception.
It is. All right, so it brings down the 1st and 10 situation at the 41. They're in the Eagles field here. Freeman up to the side, gets about 5 yards on the carry. I'm sorry, 4 yards on the carry there with a stretch. Brings up a 2nd and 6 situation. Former Falcon McLeod with the tackle there.
I actually thought he was going to break that one. Looked like that hole opened, and he may have had a shot at it. 20, 30-yard gain on
If
that.
he would have broke that tackle, I believe so. I think you're right on that. So it looks like they're going to bring up the trips formation here. 3 tight wide. Motion. Play action. Matt Ryan gets it over to Freeman. Freeman breaks the tackle. Open field position there. Gets down to the 20-yard line. You got to get Freeman into the game, and that's what the offensive coordinator looks like he's tried to do in this second quarter.
I think that play action fooled the cameraman.
I think it fooled everybody. It even fooled me. So it looks like they're coming out in the ace formation. First down and 10 at the 20. Eagles get the pressure, get the sack. We had talked about this front four all day, and they just peeled off of Alex Mack, who's usually a steady offensive lineman, to get the sack. They did bring the pressure on that one.
Yeah, that's huge because with this win, they may be out of field.
Absolutely. So it brings up a 2nd and 20 situation. Looks like they're in an I formation. Toss play to Freeman. Freeman's got the outside open. Jukes the player. Juke goes over Jenkins, and he gets down to the 2-yard line. What a phenomenal run play by Devontae Freeman. Almost gets the touchdown, but just shy.
Yeah, Freeman's really taking control of this game here. I think Atlanta keep feeding them.
Absolutely. So they come out in shotgun formation here. 2 tight ends set to the right. Freeman out in motion, so it looks like they are going to pass this play. First and goal. Gets it to Freeman for the touchdown. Why not give the guy the ball? And it looked like the Eagles engaged 8 on that. They brought the house thinking they were going to run it up the middle, and they made them pay for that. Great touchdown.
Yeah,
great drive by the Falcons.
No one covered him wide open. I think I could have thrown that pass.
Where we start a game with very slow, punt here, punt there. The last 2 drives have been exciting. 2 minutes left for the Eagles. Man, what a turn of events. So,
yeah, I tell you, these are 2 good owners. I think they a little bit.
Looks like Darren Sproles catches it in the end zone, runs it. He's got a little bit of room. He is tackled. He gets up to the 32-yard line, so they'll have one more play before the 2-minute warning. If you're the Eagles offensive coordinator, are you just going to try to run a 2-minute drill here, maybe pass the ball, or
well, with the way that last drive went, I'm going to try to last for the half.
Yeah. So they come out in that ace formation. Jeffrey to left, Aguilar in motion to the right. Play action. And he gets sacked. First sack of the ball game for the Falcons. Huge sack. Nobody was open. Wentz just kind of looked lost there. Goes down. So what do you do in this situation? 2nd and 21. Both teams have all 3 timeouts.
I think you got to kind of play it safe here. Let's not forget the Eagles have backs. They have to punt. They can put it downfield pretty far.
Absolutely. They do have the wind at their back, so that is a good point there. Wentz comes out in a shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the right. Looks like he's got plenty of time, but he gets sacked by Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley looked like the left tackle looked like he had a good block on that one, but Vic Beasley was able to kind of move off, and Wentz was right there for the picking. So he did go down. 3rd and 29. Surprisingly enough, the Falcons are going to let the clock run down without calling a timeout.
Well, they're going to have that wind is troublesome.
They still have 1 minute and 35, and they're in great field possession here. 3rd and 29. Sproles in motion. He gets the ball, gets it up. Not enough. They get up to the 21-yard line, so they are going to force the Eagles a punt here. Nice double screen there, but not enough. It's 4th and 22, so this is not a great drive for the Eagles.
No, that's a good play call, though. Don't force the ball. See if you can get something happen.
Looks like they're going to punt the ball here. Great punt. Normally, probably because of the wind. Telvin Coleman returns the ball because no one else is over there. Gets a nice juke move. Breaks a tackle, but he gets up to about the 26-yard line with a win situation and kind of how they ran their last drive. Are you going to, if you're the coach here, are you going to try to push this and maybe try for a field goal?
Absolutely. Push the ball, see what you can do. Maybe throw something over the middle here and just see what.
It looks like he gets it out to Coleman. Coleman! Oh, look at the spin move. This was a great play by Telvin Coleman. Wow, we just got word that the middle linebacker, Walker, is out with an abdominal strain, so he is out of the game. But that was a great throw, and actually a great after the catch for Coleman, who trucks and then does a spin move there. Puts him out about the 48-yard line. They're in shotgun formation here.
I'd look for Freeman here on this play if I'm Atlanta.
Absolutely. And Freeman's out to the flat. Gets the ball, just like you said. Oh, it looks like they hit him low. Looks like the Falcons are going to call timeout. That was a nice little safe play there. You actually called that.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by Philadelphia. With all the jukes and trucks that Freeman's done, that was a great.
Absolutely. So it brings up 2nd and 6. Looks like they're going to come out in a shotgun again. 3 wideouts and a tight end. They have that athletic tight end in the slot. Looks like Freeman is not in the ball game here. Matt Ryan, all the time in the world, gets it over the middle. Great pass. Threads the needle to Coleman. He is really loving these running backs at this point.
The running backs on both sides, they've been huge.
They do not call a timeout. They're going to rush it up here. 25 seconds left. They're at the 20. Shotgun formation yet again. Matt Ryan has a little pressure. Throws it up. Too far for Calvin Ridley. So it's 2nd down. They run the verticals there.
Has anybody seen Jones?
Jones has been completely... Somebody's going to have to put him on a milk carton. He has been completely silent this ball game. Nobody can find him. Matt Ryan.
Well, maybe we'll see him in the second half.
Oh, almost intercepted. Jones with his first catch of the ball game. Just as we speak of him, there he is with the catch. First catch of the ball game. Puts him at the 4-yard line. 4-yard line. It looks like he's not going to bring out the field goal unit. Is this smart?
Hey, let's go.
No timeouts left. It looks like the Eagles are bringing it in the middle. Matt Ryan can't get sacked. Throws it away smartly with 7 seconds left.
Still plenty of time. I'd run one more play here. Just make sure you throw.
Yeah, I don't know. The way that everything's been going, if I'm the coach here, I think I may just settle for 3. But it looks like they're going to run one more. Well, nope. They're going to bring out the field goal unit, so he must have listened to me. The Eagles called timeout to get set up because they were actually expecting a regular play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would have ran play here. Red zone opportunities are few and far between.
Yeah, you know, in my opinion though, you risk that you risk getting sacked, or you risk even worse throwing an touchdown or interception in the end zone. And in Madden, you can always run anything back, especially this close. So looks like they are going to stick to 3. Looks like it's going to, unless something happens on the kickoff, it looks like it's going to be 10-7 going into halftime. What are your thoughts thus far? Does this kind of surprise you, or is this kind of something that you saw coming all along?
No, I had Philly in this one. It seemed like it was going to be a low-scoring game. I don't know. They're starting to move that football. Atlanta looks pretty good.
They do. Both teams actually have been able to, you know, utilize the run and the pass. Looks like they do take the knee in the end zone, so they're going to take the ball at the 25. My guess is they're either going to run the ball or just kneel it out, let it go into halftime.
Yeah. No, yeah, you don't want to take any shots here. Nothing good happens here if you're on offense.
Not. Pretty exciting game thus far, though.
Yeah, those backs have been money out of the backfield.
They have, and the moves that these guys are doing. Both guys on the sticks, man, they know how to utilize those special moves.
I think the pass rush has been huge too.
It has been, especially for the Eagles. Falcons not so much. They've only gotten 1 sack, but it looks like they're going to be kicking off to the Eagles. Looks like the Eagles, Sproles there. He's going to run out of the end zone. Sproles runs to the sideline, does a spin, not quite enough though. Gets him out to the 21-yard line. What do you want to see out of this Eagles offense coming out of the first half?
More of the same. They're moving the football. They're doing a good job. Guys aren't dropping the balls, and people are open. Let Wentz keep throwing it.
Absolutely. Looks like they're coming out in a tight end set here. 3 tight ends on the right side. They bring the blitz, and he is sacked. It looks like Campbell is the one who sacks Wentz on that play. They bring the middle linebacking blitz, and he puts him down 2nd and long.
Yeah, the center missed his read on that one. He dropped, went to block thin air, and just let that nose tackle.
Huge sack for the Falcons. So it brings up a 2nd and long situation here. Wentz in the shotgun. Aguilar in the slot there. Play clock runs down. Wentz hikes the ball. Looks like a screen. Gets it to Sproles. Sproles running all over the field here. He's got an open field. Jumps over. He gets to the 49-yard line. What a play call right there. As the Falcons could not catch the elusive back, Darren Sproles, the ageless wonder, showing that he still has some gas left in the tank.
Yeah, that was a great call, great run. He's quick.
Absolutely. What a beautiful play there. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the 49. Shotgun formation. Sproles in the backfield yet again. Gets it to Sproles. There is no room there. He gets gobbled up by Vic Beasley. Great play by the Falcons.
I think Sproles is still a little tired from the screen pass.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see him still in there. I'm surprised he didn't put a Jai, but we'll see what happens here. 2nd and long situation. Ajay is in the ball game, and it looks like the Falcons are bringing the heat in this popular nickel formation. Looks like Wentz audibles the ball all the time in the world, but he does. He almost gets sacked, just gets the ball out. Oh, man. It looked like he was almost sacked by Tack McKinley on the play, but he does get it out, so it's going to be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, tuck rule comes to mind on that throw.
Absolutely. Lucky you can't challenge that on Madden. But they did blow the whistle.
That pass rush from Atlanta starting to heat it up.
It is. We had talked about how they were kind of lacking in the first half, and now they've kind of woken up. They must have gotten mad by what I said. So it comes out in a shotgun formation yet again. 3 wide receivers. Looks like Aguilar is going to take the other side here in the slot. He flips the play. Wentz kind of steps up in the pocket. All the time in the world. Almost gets intercepted. Very poor pass play there. But to Aguilar. And the Falcons are going to make the Eagles punt.
It looked like Wentz got a little jittery in the pocket there. I bet you.
Yeah, you could kind of see that he was kind of rattled. They're going to try to pin the Falcons here, but it looks like the Falcons are going to start out on the 20-yard line. Looks like the momentum swing has kind of swung over to the Falcons' favor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Great defensive series by the Falcons there.
So they come out in a shotgun set, 2 tight ends to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Freeman in motion again, so they are going to pass the ball here. The Eagles look ready for it. Matt Ryan almost sacked, gets it off in time, but Hooper cannot hold on to the ball. So it does bring up a 2nd and 10 situation.
That's Hooper's 2nd drop of the game.
And it looked like Ryan was a little rattled on there. The pressure's starting to get to him, it looks like, as well. So they do come out in another shotgun formation with three wide receivers and a tight end. Coleman in the backfield. Gives the ball to Coleman. Looks like the Eagle linebacker users over to the left side. They did not fake him out at all. He stops the play. Great user skill there by Bearded Dragon.
Yeah, that was a great read. Great read. He could have been shaken out of his boots there, but he just stayed true, tackled to the hips.
He did. They come out in another shotgun formation again. Looks like the same set as last one. Looks like they're bringing Sanu into motion. Ryan steps back. They have some pressure, but he gets it over. Sanu does the juke, gets an extra yard, but I don't know if he got enough. It looks like they are going to be 1 yard short of that first down.
I thought he was going to get that first down. That's a great tackle.
They're going to force the punt. 4th and 1. Gets it to Sproles. Sproles runs to the left side. Oh, tries to do a spin move, but he gets tackled. But they still start out in a decent spot here on their own 30.
Yeah, it looked like Sproles may have had the edge there and just kind of.
Now, because of the way that the wind's working, do you think that this is going to play a factor into this ball game and the way that play calling is going to happen here?
I think so. I think it's going to be really hard to kick anything.
Yeah, and I think you're right on that. I think you're right on that. So while we were talking there, Sproles goes up the middle with a draw for short yards there, puts him in a 2nd and 7 situation.
That's a good play call. Work that middle a little bit.
Looks like they are coming out in a 3 wide receiver set, all 3 wide receivers to the left side. Gets it to Sproles again. Sproles gets the first down, breaks the tackle. Oh, if he could get away, he had a clear and open field. Even with the Falcons bringing the heat, he was able to muster up that first down.
This is just crazy. I mean, you got Sproles running better than a Giant.
He has that speed factor, and I think that that's what's kind of helping him stay on the field. 1st down and 10. Looks like he's going to go under center. Ertz on the right side. Jay Ajayi back in the ball game. Ajayi gets swallowed up by McKinley. McKinley's had a pretty decent ball game thus far.
Yeah, Ajayi off to kind of a slow game. I would have figured him to have a game than he's had before.
Yeah, not a very impressive ball game for Ajayi. Kind of surprising. They did give a little bit to Miami to get him over there, so they really did look for him to be their starting running back. So be interesting what they do from here. So they are starting under center again. 2 tight end to the right. Wentz goes back, gets a little pressure, but he's got a guy open over the field. The rookie Dallas Goedert, first down. He was wide open on that play.
Yeah, it's a great throw right between the safeties, just shy of that linebacker. That was a pinpoint throw. Great read.
And they definitely needed that.
Yeah, that really opens things up now for him. Great field position, in scoring position.
Absolutely. So they come under the ace formation here. Aguilar in motion. Wentz back. Almost throws it an interception, but they did bat the ball down. Not a very good decision there by Carson Wentz.
Yeah, originally it looked like that throw might have been okay. Player, he really broke good on that football. He was leaning to the left and came back to the right.
Looks like he's going to be under center, trips to the left. Jay Ajayi in the backfield. Looks like they're going to toss it to Ajayi. Ajayi, there is just no room there to run. Ajayi is swallowed up with a 1 yard loss.
I'm wondering if they have their jerseys reversed.
Well, in all fairness, they had actually, the receivers did not block well at all in that one. Parker with the tackle. So it brings up 3rd and 11 on the 22-yard line. Third and 11. Wentz under center. Guy over the middle, Aguilar in the slot. I don't know if he quite has that first down or not. He does have, they're saying he does have the first down. If you're the Falcons, are you challenging the spot of that ball?
No, I think he's got that. I think he got that first down by almost a half a yard.
So it does put him in a good, manageable position here. Both teams in the red zone have been pretty efficient, but it's technically 1st and 10, but it's more or less 1st and goal. They are on their own 10 here. They are coming out in the shotgun formation. Sproles in the backfield. Sproles gets the ball, has a hole, does get swallowed up. It looks like Deion Jones, I believe, on the tackle there. I'm sorry, Parker on the tackle. Free safety.
Yeah, so I think Philly's going to keep going to Sproles here. If I'm Atlanta, I got a key on Sproles. Make them beat me with somebody else.
So the Eagles coming out in I formation. 2 wide receivers on the left side there, tight end on the right. Toss play to Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi sheds off the first tackle, spins off the second, and he gets tackled. He gets down to the 3-yard line. That was actually probably the best run of the game for Jay Ajayi.
Yeah, that was a great run. He needs to get in the end zone here, kind of make amends for the previous plays.
Brings up a 3rd and 3 situation here. Again, we kind of talked about it. Unless they get right at the goal line, it's more or less 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I think you got to look for the tight end on this play. I think I don't think he's going to be able to sneak Sproles into the end zone.
Well, Sproles is out. He's on the bench here. Ajayi in the backfield. 2 tight ends to the right. Carson Wentz calls an audible. All the time in the world. Looks like he's going to run up the middle. He gets the touchdown. Gutsy play by the quarterback.
Oh, and none of us talked about Wentz's ability.
First time in the ball game that Wentz is able to get that. They missed the extra point. They could have went up by 4 points here. Now they have only went up by 3. That could prove to be huge.
I'd like to point out, if you look at the flags on the goalpost, it looks like the wind has shifted from up and down the field to almost a sideways here, so that makes it a lot tougher for the kickers.
You are right about that. Wow, the kicker has got to be kicking himself right now, no pun intended. But, yeah, that was huge. The coach cannot be happy about that. Falcons get the ball with 5 seconds left. We are in a ball game here, folks. 1 quarter left. The Falcons come out. 3 wide receiver set again. Looks like it's going to screen to the left or right side there. The Eagles weren't having any of it. I think he gets it out to Sanu, but it's a loss, 4 yards on that one.
Yeah, this Eagles defense came to play, boy. They are as ever.
This has been an amazing game thus far. We couldn't have picked a better game to call than this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, 2 good owners and 2 really good football teams.
Absolutely. So it looks like the Falcons are going out in shotgun again. 3 wide receiver set. Throws it over top to Julio Jones, who's been quiet in this ball game. Only his 2nd catch of the ball game, but a huge catch nonetheless.
Yeah, did you see him get off the line of scrimmage? He beat badly.
And Matt Ryan was the first one to see that. He had looked down the field, and he didn't look at any other receiver after he saw Julio shoot down the field. So now they are on their own 48. Matt Ryan to Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman bottled up, no gain on that one. He's actually in a Ajayi situation here. 3 rush for 1 yard. Not a great game thus far.
It looked like he had a hole straight up the middle on that play, but he chose to.
Yeah, very bad choice there for Coleman. So it brings him into a 2nd and 12 situation. 3 wide receivers to the right, actually a tight end to the right. Matt Ryan seems like he's got all time in the world. Running back wide open, juke move, gets good field position there, gets him on the other side of the field, brings up a 3rd and 4 situation.
That was a great play call. There was nobody out there.
And you brought this up. They are really looking for those running backs thus far.
I think it's because of the pressure. Both teams have been able to generate.
So brings up 3rd and 4 situation. The Eagles shift over to the left. Matt Ryan puts Sanu in motion. All the time in the world. Throws it deep to Julio. One-handed grab. This is one of the best catches you will see in Madden. What a catch. One-handed over the defender. You cannot put one defender on Julio Jones.
I think Matt Ryan's been waiting for that all game.
What a catch. I am still amazed by that.
Advantage of it.
Absolutely. Freeman with the ball, the stretch play, gets about 2 yards on the carry. Wow. I am still in awe about that catch. That was amazing. He has been quiet but destructive when he has gotten a chance, hasn't he?
Oh, he's been amazing. He is a game changer.
Hey, let's go.
does bring up a good situation for the Falcons here. 2nd and goal, 2 tight ends to the left. Julio in motion so they could do a toss play there, but the Eagles were having none of it. They had sniffed that one out, so they did get a loss on that play. They're going to be on the 9-yard line, bringing up 3rd and goal. Matt
It's
Ryan,
a huge third down here.
it is definitely a huge third down here. Matt Ryan, Telvin Coleman in the backfield. Watch him. They do throw it over the top. Did he get it? He did not. Julio Jones drops the ball, but what a pass play. You kind of figured they were going to go to him over the top, but he could not hang on to the ball. So, again, we had talked about this missed extra point, the last possession for the Eagles. This is going to tie the ball game up, folks. Instead of it being 14-13, now it's 13-13.
That was a great hit by that safety boy on Julio Jones. He came down on his back pretty hard. I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't get the wind knocked out of him.
He got right back up, so they do kick it out of the end zone there. So Carson Wentz is going to get another opportunity here. 4 minutes left. Not really enough time to run down the clock, but what do you do if you're the Eagles? Are you going to try to run as much clock as you can on this possession?
You have to. You've got to get down here. Kicking, just take up as much time, move the ball as far as you can, and get.
So they come out in an I formation, fullback and a running back. Wentz all the time in the world. Gets it over to Ertz. Ertz is just a tad short of the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
That's the perfect play call.
So 2nd and 3. Eagles have been able to move the ball pretty consistently. Looks like they are in an I formation again. Twins here. Clement, the fullback, gets the first down. Nice time to run a fullback dive up the middle.
What an explosive fullback. Having Clement be back position. That's a weapon in itself right there.
Absolutely, and one that they have not utilized thus far in this ball game. So they are 1st and 10 at their own 37. Shotgun formation here. Aguilar in the slot. Wallace and Jeffrey out. Sproles gets the ball, but he goes nowhere. No gain. Actually, a 1-yard loss on that play. It looks like the Falcons were ready for that. They did bring the blitz, so it is 2nd and 11.
Yeah, great adjustment by Atlanta. They're really keen.
Let's go.
2 tight ends to the right. We are Wentz is a shotgun again. Jeffrey and Aguilar on to the left there. Wentz, plenty of time in the backfield. Gets it out to Aguilar, the slot wide receiver. He is going to be a little bit short, but now we're looking at 3rd and 3 with just 2:42 left in the ball game.
Yeah, big third down here.
Big for both teams. So the Eagles
You
come
got to
out.
look for Ertz here.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like they're going into a 2 tight end set to the right again. Ajay in motion, so they are going to pass the ball here. Wentz and shotgun, plenty of time. Oh, almost intercepted. Tried to thread the needle again to that tight end, but the Falcons were ready for that. Jones with the tip. We had talked about Jones in pregame. That guy is a beast. Comes up big on the play. They are forced to punt.
Yeah, where did he get the step ladder from? He got up there and knocked that ball.
He saved them from potentially a touchdown, at least the first down. So looks like Coleman is going to take the punt. Runs the ball. Kind of a weird call there. Would you have let the ball go if you were Coleman?
Yeah, I think that was a mental breakdown. Take the field position.
Yeah, it did look like the Eagles were actually closing on him pretty quickly too. So very surprisingly, they looks like they are going under single back formation here. Looks like the Eagles are moving to the left a little bit. Ryan calls an audible. Now they're moving to the right. Goes back. Gets it out to his favorite target, someone that you had talked about all game, Freeman. But Freeman goes nowhere. Only picks up about 2 yards on that play.
It looked like he had some space to run there. That Eagles defense.
Yeah, and they closed that really quick on that one. So it looks like they're probably going to let this run down to the 2-minute warning. And probably wise with having the wind facing them. So we have 2 minutes left in this ball game. 13-13 only on the SB Network on YouTube Live. If this is your first time watching us, make sure that you drop a like and a subscribe to us. We're always throwing out content. Second and 8. It looks like that they are coming out shotgun formation. Both teams like this 2 tight end set. Especially having Gates and Hooper on the left. Looks like Ryan is calling audible. Freeman out in motion again. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Ryan, all the time in the world, throws it into triple coverage. What was he doing? Jones with the interception. That could be your ball game, folks.
That pressure from the outside, that pressure got to him right at the end. He forced the ball.
Absolutely, and it might have been wise to take the sack, but instead the Eagles kind of hold their own fate here. Coming out
sure do, and I think they got the wind at their back now, too.
They do, and they come out in a tight formation. The Falcons have none of it. They do call their first timeout, so wisely, Atlanta is going to force Philadelphia to at least kick the field goal. Philadelphia is probably going to just run this down as low as they can and force the Falcons to beat them.
Yeah, it looks like we saw a little inexperience there.
You're right on that. Looks like Aguilar is in motion. Gets it to another wide receiver. Reverse there. I thought maybe he could break that tackle, but they brought the house on that one. Again, they were not fooled. They were expecting the run. They just weren't expecting that wide receiver reverse there. So it does put them in 3rd and 10 situation. They do call timeout to stop the clock yet again.
Yeah, if I'm Philadelphia, I play it safe here. Take your 3 points.
Philadelphia comes in. Uh-oh. That could be huge as well because they jumped the snap. Wentz was able to get him offside. So instead of it being 3rd and 10, now it's 3rd and 5. Do you kind of think about what you're going to do here? Do you try to pick this first down up with the pass?
Absolutely, because now the play action can become a factor. You can run for the first down or throw.
Absolutely. Looks like they're in a bunch formation again. Ajayi spins, moves, gets the first down, gets all the way down to the 6-yard line. He has had a slow day, but this was huge. He looked like he was going to get taken down in the backfield, spins away from Jones, and gets the first down. What a play by Jay.
Someone's out there. Barry Sanders is smiling.
Absolutely. He has had a slow game thus far, but when it counts, he actually put the game in his hands. So this looks like this is probably going to be the Eagles' ball game, barring anything crazy like a fumble or missed field goal here. Ajayi trips. Uh-oh, he gets the touchdown, which is very interesting. Gets the touchdown, so it gives the Falcons plenty of time to go down and score again. Kind of a, I don't know, that's kind of a head-scratcher, wouldn't you say?
You always got to take the points, especially when it's a touchdown like that.
I don't know the weight. I mean, they have Julio Jones, and that's really all you need. So the way that they've been moving the ball, I mean, they only have 13 points, but they've been able to move it. If it's me, I'm down on the ball, and I'm kicking a 17-yard extra or field goal here. Coleman out to the left, breaks the tackle, gets it down to the 33. If he would have broke that tackle, he would have been gone, and we would have been questioning that touchdown by Ajayi. But instead, they're at the 33, and the Eagles are in business, especially with this defense and the way they've been playing all game. Wouldn't you say, Sean?
And Atlanta has no timeouts, so they're going to have to. A sack here could be huge.
Look for them to hit the edges and try to get out of bounds here. Shotgun formation. Ryan putting somebody in an audible. Looks like play action. Ryan, plenty of time. Throws another interception, and that is your ball game. That is the dagger, folks. Sidney Jones again. Second interception of the game. Both of them were clutch. And that right there puts the ball game away. Philadelphia is going to come away with the win after that interception.
That was a great read on defense. He was waiting. We talked about it at the beginning. Turnovers were going to be huge, and they were.
And it looks like the Eagles are going to come out in victory formation here. What a game to start this new season off for the Soden Bowl. Wow. If you were to give
I think we're looking at a great team here. I mean, obviously they went to the Super Bowl last year, beat the Patriots. That Eagles team just has so many weapons. Just when you thought Darren Sproles was going to take over the game, in comes Ajayi, and he just had a brilliant run.
If you were to give somebody player of the game, who would you give that player of the game nod to?
Player of the game, I'd have to give it to Carson Wentz. Wentz spread the ball around really good. He ran.
Well, Wentz did play well. I have to give it to Sidney Jones. Made 2 plays back-to-back and just completely shut down the Falcons and shut down their hopes of winning this ball game.
Yeah, well, Wentz coming back with that knee injury. He looked pretty good on that scramble up the middle touchdown.
And this is going to be a team to watch out for. The defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles come away with the victory, 20-13. What a game. What a broadcast.
Yeah, two good owners, a great game. Watch out for both these teams. This might be a see you again later in.
Oh, definitely. These 2 owners, you could definitely see them playing in the playoffs. This is a huge game, huge way to start out the season. No, I mean the Falcons played their hearts out, and I look for them to bounce back. They played a great game. The turnovers we had talked about at the beginning of the game. Whoever has the deciding turnovers, that's who's gonna probably lose, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it looked like Atlanta may have kind of gotten momentum there before half, but Philly grabbed it right back in the second half and didn't look back.
Yeah, what an amazing performance, especially put on in front of your crowd. Especially after winning the Super Bowl. So this is a great game for the Eagles, and this is a great way to start the season for them because their schedule does not get any easier during the season. They got great division there, so they've got they got teams that they have to watch out for. The Cowboys, the all 3 of the teams that they're playing in that East could win the ball game. So this is going to be huge for them going forward. Any last thoughts?
Ajayi, great job from Ajayi being able.
You kind of cutting out there, but I think I know what you're about to say with Ajayi coming back from having a very slow game to pick up that huge first down and that touchdown. Great play by Ajayi.
Yeah, Ajayi really kind of took that fourth quarter in hands and ran with it literally.
He really did, and what a way to start the season. Folks, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. Please like the video. We want to bring out and churn out plenty of content for you. Even if you're not a part of the Soden Bowl, we want you to watch. We want to be able to provide you entertainment. If you do want to join the league, Sean, tell them how they can join this league.
To join the league's easy. You got to get over to the website, sodenbowl.com. You'll see a link for Discord in there. Jump in the Discord chat. We'll find you a team if there's one open.
Absolutely. What a great game, folks. We're going to give it a couple seconds here, see if we can get Crow on here to answer a couple questions for us, the winning coach here. If he cannot, then we will go ahead and close this out. But we're going to give it a couple seconds here to see if he wants to jump in here, maybe tell us how he felt about this. Anything else that kind of stuck out at you about this ball game?
Great coaching job by both coaches. Seems like they adapted, and it was a huge chess match. Looked like the running backs were going to take over the game, and then they were able to adjust the tight ends plays, and then Atlanta found Julio Jones, but Philadelphia countered. Philadelphia made a couple good interceptions there at the end.
Yeah, I mean that's huge, especially having and we're actually, I'm sorry I cut myself off here, but we are joined by the Philadelphia's coach Crow here. Sean, go ahead and.
Can you hear me, Jared?
Crow.
Yes, sir. Up here.
There he is. I had a little mic problems there. Congratulations on your Good played game.
Thank you. He's always tough to play.
So we were talking about a game ball there. I don't know if you had a chance to talk with the players in the locker room yet. Who would you give a game ball to?
Sidney Jones. He came through clutch.
Yeah. I got to ask you. You have Ajayi on the bench. Sproles comes out, and Sproles plays a good chunk of the first half, even into the second half. He plays a brilliant game. Did you see something from Sproles to kind of, start Sproles over Ajayi?
I just go with the hot hand at the time.
Well, it seemed to work for you, my friend. It seemed like a good move, but then again, you brought Ajayi. What a run from Ajayi on that touchdown run, boy. He really killed there on that. I'm sorry, he got down to the goal line, but that was still a great run.
Having a running back like Ajayi healthy and fresh in the fourth quarter, you can't beat that.
Yeah, I've got one more question for you, Jared. How were you able to game plan and put such a successful game plan together to you can't really stop Julio Jones, but you slowed him down. He had that one good catch, but aside from that, you were able to just take Julio Jones out of the game. How did you do that?
Everybody pulled together. Malcolm Jenkins, watch him over the top. You can only hope to contain him. So, I mean, he's one of the best in the league for a reason.
Yeah, again, congratulations on your I think we're going to be seeing a lot more. But congratulations. Enjoy it with the players. We'll talk to you next time.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for joining us. So with that being said, we want to end the broadcast. We want to thank everybody that the watch tonight. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank GameStop. We want to thank League Crawler, because if you haven't checked them out, they're great to find new leagues. They're always adding new content. Matt and Accord, great job, guys. You guys are bringing all the CFM together. You're making EA step up their game for online CFM. So everyone in the community, we just want to thank you for joining us. And with that said, do you have any parting words?
Now, farewell, guys. Thanks to all our sponsors, especially Matt and Accord. You guys have been awesome. Great content. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night. Thanks for watching.